All right, gonna try this Codeforces contest, which I'm like 15 minutes late to. Hopefully that's not a big deal. So what's going on? N pieces of cake, N is 1,000. Let's see, hastiness is the max of 2 adjacent, and we can reverse some subarray. And 1 is not adjacent to N. Does that mean we can just make any 2 things next to each other? Pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try this. Two installments, right? And I think that's the core logic. We need some keys and stuff. I assume well, probably be helpful if I could spell. Okay. Vector and algorithm to sort. Whatever. You don't actually need to sort to solve this problem, but I think it's probably the shortest way to spell the code, which is important. And this is like multiple test cases, and all that. Six, 60, 19, 73, 2 with a bunch of zeros. All right. We have S. We want something at the beginning of S, which is also later in S. It doesn't have to be non-overlapping later. So in this case, that would be AB. So we delete the AB, and then it would be C, and then nothing. I see. We want to figure out what it is at the end, and S is end of the 5. Is it easy? It must be. Super easy. Does seem like you keep deleting until you get a character which does not appear later, though. So, okay, maybe that's why it's easy. And again, we have multiple test cases. Fine. Again, I can't type semicolons. And these are lowercase, probably. So we want the first character, which is like the last thing that character appears. Probably not the simplest way to think about it. That's fine. just that, right? I feel like that was probably not the simplest way to express myself, but that is fine. It is a correct way to express myself. ABDC, AB, Codeforces, CF, XY. Okay, we get to a much harder problem. Judging by then, if people solved it, although it is still fairly early in the contest. Alice has a cake and she's going to cut it. Use a piece and cut it into seal and floor, W/2, fine. Let's see. Okay, so we're given some array, and was this generated by cutting things in half? So, like, basically, can we merge, you know, almost equal stuff repeatedly to get back to a single number? How long is the array? 10 to the 5, pieces are 10 to the 9, so the cake is 10 to the 14 grams, whatever you need. A big cake, anyway. Yeah. Okay, well, obviously the weight of the cake would have to be the sum of the numbers. This one being no seems kind of complicated, right? Right, can't you just start with the sum and keep recursive? Yeah, that works. So my idea is, well, we know what the sum of all the numbers is, so we know what the weight of the original cake must have been. And then we can just keep cutting that cake. Whenever we see a piece that doesn't appear in our array, we need to keep cutting it. And whenever we see a piece that does appear in our array, you know, we can delete it. And that's my whole idea. I think it's a good idea. Yes, still the number of test cases, and then N and A. Front, push, pop, sure. find stuff, because if you just erase X, you'll erase all the copies of X you want. If we ever get to a 0, that would be bad. And I think that's it. Might take a while to get down to these little pieces. There would be helpful. Okay, feeling like the fairly good. Oh, it gives me the max. That's what I want. Yes. Yes, yes. is actually 1. Okay. Yes, no, yes, yes. No, yes, no. Yes, 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 yes. No, no, yes. All right, is this actually efficient? I think it should be. I don't know, let's find out. Oh, what's the argument here? I mean, we're always expanding the smallest number. That's the point of the priority queue. So I think we will like quickly walk down. Like if we get to 0, we lose. We're going to quickly walk down branches until we either hit, you know, the number in our multi-set, or we hit 0. So I think this is n log n time. Should be. I think it's fine. It would be nice to say, like, we see it's, you know, got green, so it's fine. But that's not really correct, because they might have held out the large test cases for not the pretests.